I'm changing focus a little bit, but in recent years we have seen some funds that come to county and local projects, and they're coming through federal and state competitive grants. So the grants are out there, and people are applying for them. I'm just wondering what you think your role is, and could you see yourself cooperating to go after these grants and cooperating with our area communities?
That's a good question, and I believe that there are opportunities. The Outagamie County is a member of the Wisconsin Counties Association, and I'm elected. I want to work with that association to provide access to those grants. I think as a state, as number 172 counties, I think we can work together as finding these ways of what grants are really out there that are, rather than all counties competing, maybe there's a way to regionalize these grants with other counties, rather than just trying to say become real competitive, that Outagamie is going to be superior to another county to get the grant. I'd like to regionalize some of these grants, working with the county association, and lobby on behalf of various grants as well. And it's going to take some effort, but again, there's a lot of grants out there. But you need to have a good grant writer, of course. You need to have the access to know where those grants are, but we need to work with our county association in Wisconsin to determine how many grants are out there, and then we seek those grants.
Well, the county having a workforce of about 1,200 employees, I think there's going to be at least a few people that's going to be able to write grants. And I think the first thing we need to do is we need to find out what we can do as a county to get those grants. There are 16 different departments. There are going to be at least 16 opportunities to try to get those grants. Underneath the county, you have a number of villages, cities, and townships. In addition to that, you have school districts. There are all kinds of opportunities through these entities to try to grab these grants. How things are going to change from year to year, whether it's grants coming from the state or from the federal government or through a pass-through. I think that there are, there have been attempts to try to simplify this process. But I think at this particular point, going forward, especially with the kind of financial constraints, I think we have to act now, and I think we have to be aggressive. And so whether that is having good relationships with our congressional delegation, with our U.S. senators, with our congressmen, with our legislative delegation, I think the good news here is that it is kind of complicated, certainly confusing though, but at least there's not going to be a shortage of opportunities and hopefully not a shortage of grants.